like to congratulate the Lady Bears, and Coach, if we could provide us with an opening statement on your big win.
Yeah, I just can't say enough about our kids. We felt like our ticket tonight was our defense and our rebounding, and our defense was tremendous in the second half. And to hold a great offensive team to 48 points it says a lot about our kids. I thought we showed a lot of toughness, communicated well. We were just one unit on defensive end of the floor, and thought that our pressure really started bothering. It started with Lacey and kind of how she's defending, and it just started to carry over. Everybody did a great job, and really, really good Belmont team. So really, really pleased with this win.
Take questions. Go ahead.
What can you say about Lacey Stokes, who was all over the opponent's backcourt with those 4 steals in the game tonight?
She's done it all year for us. Just keeps getting better and better, and really. It starts with her on the defensive end of the floor. Kid never takes a break, either end. The ball's in her hands, and then she's guarding the other team's, point guard, and, can't seem to take her off the floor. I mean, she's just done a little bit of everything for us. And, the exciting part is she keeps getting better with every game.
Other questions?
Coach, can you talk about the grit of your team? Because there have been a couple of games you played this season where you ended it on a buzzer beater. That takes some grit to finish a game. Can you kind of expand on that?
Yeah, I think, we've got kids that are winners, and again, I think it starts with Lacey, and it just trickles down. And, I think just the way that she plays with a chip on her shoulder, and everybody else kind of follows suit. And I think it just brings out the best in her teammates. And we've been in a lot of close games. We've been in a lot of pressure situations, and we've been fortunate. Our kids have just found a way to win, and I was glad that this one wasn't quite as close as last night's.
And this will be your team's 7th time facing off against Drake tomorrow. So, what are your thoughts against them?
Great team. I mean, obviously a great team. A team we saw not too long ago. Only had an opportunity to play them one time, obviously in conference season. Had a tough game at their place. I mean, they're just an offensive machine. The way that they run the floor, they have so many weapons on the floor. They cause a lot of problems on the defensive end with sort of their matchup zone. And we know it's going to be a great challenge, but I know our kids have wanted to get another game on our schedule, and we're looking forward to the opportunity.
How about the student athletes? What about the transition second half? You came out and capitalized on turnovers to maintain that double-digit lead.
Yeah, I think that it really starts defensively when we can apply pressure and take advantage of steals. That's when our offense starts to flow the most. And so just starting with Lacey, like her pressure in the backcourt, and just feeding off of it, and taking advantage of the pressure.
I think we really feed off of each other a lot with momentum on the defensive end. So when we see someone start doing stuff, Indy getting out there, getting in passing lanes, Kira, Jay, all of them, we really build off of each other, and then that creates momentum on the offensive end. I think we've really just done a good job of staying together and playing together.
Any other questions? Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, double digits for drawn fouls, man. What, 11 yesterday, 10 today? I remember last year, Belmont, there was nobody in the championship game in this class, so. So we got the right people? You going to travel with the women's team to the NCAA or? Thank you. I'd like to welcome Coach Bart Brooks to dais, and Coach, if we can get your comments after the game, please.
Yeah, well, just first credit to Missouri State. They played. I thought they had a really good plan, and they executed it and made things tough on us. And they earned the right to win today and play in the championship tomorrow. So a lot of credit to them. For us, the obvious the difference in possessions. That giving them 13 more possessions than we had, I think was a big key. Offensive glass and turnovers that really kind of flipped the score. I didn't think either team was really in rhythm offensively. I think when you play each other for a third time, that kind of stuff tends to happen, where there's just not a lot of easy baskets to be found. And I just thought we had a stretch there in the third quarter where we probably gave away too many possessions in a game that was as tight as that one. But overall, just looking at the players in our locker room and just competing with these guys all year, it's been a pleasure to compete alongside this group. These players have been the most fun group I've had to coach since I've been at Belmont, and I've had some fun teams, really good teams. But these guys have been. Anything that happens out there that doesn't go well, that's my fault. It's not their fault, because they do everything they ask. They bust their butts, and they care about each other. They stayed connected. It got tough, and they stayed connected with each other. And I couldn't be more proud of our group. Unfortunately, we have to experience some adversity and go through some struggle, and that's part of sports. And when you guys have a bad day, it's your job. No one knows, but when these guys have a bad day, the whole world watches. So that's a hard place to be. So a lot of respect for these players to put themselves out there and not get the job done, come up a little short, and I know they're hurting right now.
Questions? Go ahead.
Coach Brooks, what can you say about the team's offense in that first half? Because the team, I believe at one point missed like 11 straight shots, and then in the second half, obviously the turnovers in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think that's basketball sometimes. I thought we got a lot of good shots in the first half. I think a lot of those shots were shots that we made pretty consistently all year, and they didn't go in today. I think there's some things we can do as a staff to help our players get into better positions and maybe get some easier baskets. But like I said, it's not easy to get easy baskets against a team who's as big and as physical as they are. So shots didn't go in for us, and I think a lot of the turnovers in the third quarter felt self-inflicted. I didn't think it was necessarily something that they did. I thought we were maybe not as sharp as we needed to be, and that led to probably some of their easier baskets in transition, and that's kind of where the separation started.
And you also mentioned the size, but also Lacey Stokes is only 5'4", yet she had 3 of her 4 steals in the third quarter. So what can you say about her?
Well, she's a good player. She's quick, and when you're used to playing people who are big and athletic and someone's underneath you, it's a different feeling. And I think she gets the benefit of her size often, and that she can get into your body and under you, and it's hard for officials to maybe see that all the time, that if she's able to play with a lot of contact, because she is so low to the ground and she's into your body, and so she does a really good job of that. So she's a hard player to play against. She's really instinctive, and she can change the game on the defensive end.
Other questions? Go ahead.
Judy and Tessie, this is the third time you guys have played Missouri State this year. Did you notice any differences from the first 2 times you played them tonight?
Start with Tootie.
I don't really think I noticed a lot of differences. I mean, they played well the first 2 times we played them. We won 1, lost 1, and I just think they came out here and played a little bit better than us today.
Yeah, I think we looked like a different team every time, and it sucks that that was the result today, but we knew what we were getting into, and today just wasn't our day.
Going back row.
What positives can you take away from this season, and what can you bring into next season?
Start with Tess and then go coach and then Tootie.
Well, hopefully our season is not over. Hopefully we still have some basketball to play. That's always still a good chance. But, you know, even if it is, I'm not going to talk about even if it is. So we're just going to keep moving forward, hoping that we get into practice some, get it together, and just hope that we have more basketball to play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have 2 choices to make when we go through a struggle and we have a bad day. We can either sit there and cry and eat Cheetos on the couch and, you know, be sad, or we can get the full benefit of the experience and learn from it and grow from it. So we've made that choice a long time ago, that that's what we're going to do when we go through adversity. So this is an opportunity for us as a group to collectively come together, figure out how we can improve, how we can stay more connected, how we can be better teammates, how we can work harder, how we can be better coaches and help and support these athletes, put them in better positions, all this stuff. We all have to work on that, and we will. I'm very confident we're going to have the opportunity to do that. I think we've put together a strength of schedule in the non-conference, 7-4 record, beaten multiple Power 5 programs by double digits. Beat a Middle Tennessee team that's, you know, last I checked, we're 30th in the net, and beat them badly. It wasn't, you know, another double-digit win. This is a really good basketball team I'm coaching. We're still, you know, we've had to reprogram ourselves. We lost Jalen Banks 7 games ago to a knee injury, and we're reprogramming ourselves. And the credit is to the 2 ladies sitting next to me, that they stayed the course. They figured out how we could play and still be really good, even though in the middle of the season it's really hard to adjust how you play. And these guys did a great job of that. So I'm confident we're going to play again. What was your question? I'm sorry.
Regardless of what happened, I'm proud of my teammates. I think we're going to come together, grow from this, and just get the full benefit of this loss.
If no other questions, thank you, Coach, and best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.